Good morning. Thanks for joining us for Local 3 News. I'm Rebecca Bartlemay, and joining me today is Senator Ed McBroom. Thanks for joining us.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
Of course. And so we've been talking about some issues going on in the state, and so working together with the governor and the Democratic Party, what do you and other people part of the Republican Party, what are you guys going to do going into the future working together?
Well, you know, for those of us from the Upper Peninsula, there's just 4 legislators. You know, the party issues really takes a second place seat, a back seat for most of us up here. You know, the 4 of us have to stick together and work on issues that are good for the UP. And so, you know, we're working on issues surrounding how do we continue to drive economic opportunity for the UP, how do we continue to provide opportunity for kids at school to study career paths that they're interested in, that their parents are interested in, and that support our community's futures. And so, you know, I'm working hard with the other reps, Lefebvre, Cambenzi, Markkinen, to really look at what can we do for that. How can we bring some of the paid internships into the careers that other states are doing into our school system? How can we return local control over the curriculum to our schools in the Upper Peninsula? So those are just some of the big issues. It's not really about, I could care less about really the party designation or what my party or the other party is doing. It's about what's good for the UP.
Definitely. And so, I mean, we just talked about education. What are, you know, from talking to people within the UP, what are some of their concerns, you know, that they want politicians to address? Yeah,
well, certainly, you know, funding is always a big part of that, and making sure that the Upper Peninsula schools are receiving their fair share. One of the big problems that we continually have is how big our districts are for busing and how much money we spend on transportation costs, and how that really sets our schools' opportunities back because they get the same amount of money, but they have to spend a larger amount of that money than for transportation. So we've been working hard to see that that gets changed. Taking care of the isolated districts, that's an important part. But then people want to talk about making the schools make sense again, making the kids be able to study the classes that interest them and that they have an aptitude for, trusting the professionals that we hire at our schools, you know, the teachers, the principal, the superintendent, to lead our kids in a path that's successful for them.
Definitely. Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, and for more information, you can tune to our website, upmatters.com, and tune to Local 3 News tonight at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock Central for more local news, weather, and sports.